Alrighty, hello chemistry students. I made your other electron configuration video and I thought it'd be helpful to give you a little bit more of a introduction to electron configurations before you just jump into drawing them. So the purpose of this video is just to give you a little bit of an overview of what electron configurations are, what orbitals are, and how many electrons each can hold. So an electron configuration just shows the arrangement of electrons in the orbitals of an atom. So it's just a way of showing where electrons are located and what orbitals they are placed in. And there's 4 different main orbitals that we've talked about. And we talked about these briefly when we mentioned quantum numbers last week. So the first is the s orbital, and it has 1 orbital, and it looks like this sphere here. Okay, the next is a p orbital, and it has 3 different orientations it can come in 3 different orbitals. So it looks like these little globular guys. The third is the d orbital, so it's more like a 4-leaf clover. And then the f orbital has 7 orbitals. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. And it's very difficult to draw. You're never going to have to draw anything like this because it's kind of complex to draw these in their orientations. I just want you to know what an s, p, d, and f orbital are. So what these mean is several different things. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself a little bit bigger and show you the whiteboard behind me. And kind of relate it to this picture here of the levels of orbitals and what these different things mean. Because you will see this picture in your next video and it will be a little bit confusing at first, so I just want to give you a little bit of an overview on it. Okay, so different orbitals can hold different amounts of electrons. So like I said, the s orbital has just 1 orbital. So what that means is it just has 1 spot ready for electrons, okay? So this 1 spot is 1 orbital. So this represents 1 orbital. But each orbital holds up to 2 electrons. Okay, so each orbital can hold 2 electrons, and we talked about the magnetic spin number. So 1 orbital, 1 electron will spin up and 1 electron will spin down. So each of these are representative of an electron. Okay, you can also have the p orbital, and in your notes you should have written that a p orbital has actually 3 orbitals. So it has 3 different spots for electrons to go. How electrons fill these up is 1 at a time. So 1 electron will fill here, 1 electron will fill here, and 1 electron will fill here. And then they will double up like this. And again, you'll learn that in our next video when we talk about Hund's rule. The d orbital has 5 spots, so it can hold up to 10 electrons. And the f orbital holds 7 orbitals, so it can hold up to 14 electrons. Okay, so that's just a little bit more information about orbitals, how they look, and how many electrons they hold. So if we go back to this other screen here, this screen, you'll see that there's different levels of these orbitals. So the 1s is the lowest level, and that's why it has 1 blank, because you can put 2 electrons there. Whereas 2s is the next highest level, so you can put 2 electrons, and then 2p where 6 fit, 3s where 2 fit, 3p where 6 fit, and then we eventually get up here. So these are just the coordinating energy levels, and it shows increasing energy. And then the next video will go into more of this. So hopefully this was a helpful little introduction. If you are confused, make sure you reach out. Thank you.